Hello, I'm Chef Carl, Food Whisperer, and today, what's that? We're making chili.
Chef Carl, Food Whisperer, taking the mystery out of cooking.
Right here, the base of chili, and usually it's green peppers, and I will have some green peppers on the chili. It's what they call in Cajun food the Holy Trinity: onion, celery, and peppers. So we're going to chop a little. I already have most of them pre-chopped. And then I'm going to show you the dry ingredients and the vegetables and how we simmer it and brown it. But first what I want to do is I'm going to put the meat in so it's cooking a little bit while we're chopping the vegetables. I'll be spraying the pan just so it doesn't stick. It makes it easier for me to clean. And there's about 2 pounds of ground Italian sausage my butcher made for me. We'll put it in there, let it swim. And this is a little over 2 pounds of ground beef. So we're going to let this start cooking. And we'll be stirring it up. But I'll show you basically how to cut the vegetables. Always sharpen your knife. This is steel. I use a stone, but the steel puts the edge on it. So I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to take the onion. Some people leave the root on. I don't, but that's preference. I don't wear gloves, but I wash my hands with soapy water, and I have sanitizer and soapy water behind me because I break off from the latex gloves, and quite frankly, I can't feel the food this way. So with the onion, it's got ribs. Just follow them through. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. I'm only going to do a little bit of each vegetable. So chop, 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 chop. Nicely diced. Celery. And yes, this is a candy bar, chocolate bar. Just. And again. Hands back, thumb like this, and okay, that's good. And the pepper, like I said, I have a blend of green and orange peppers, yellow peppers, so I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to take the seeds out with my thumb. Take this hair part out. They call it something called a pit. I do it this way so it's flat. Cut some strips. Make sure you take the paper label off, which I didn't. So always take this label off so you don't have more fiber in your food than you need. And again, chop, chop, chop. And you should start with 5, 10 fingers, or 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. You want to finish that way. So we're going to put this off to the side. We've been cooking the meat for approximately 15 to 20 minutes for this amount of meat. I'm going to open it up and take a temperature. We should be hitting about 140 to 160 degrees. Let's see what we got. Oh, lots of steam. And 120, 130, 140, 160 if I do this. Okay, first thing I'm going to do now is add the stock so that when we put the spices in, they'll dissolve nicely. And this is, the recipe will be on the header when you first turn on the video, so you don't have to stand there and try to copy all the ingredients down. Next thing I'm going to do is add the dry spices, and I'm doing this so it dissolves with the stock. And it's cummin, just chili powder. Believe it or not, instant coffee. And leaf oregano. Stir those up, make them all happy and dancing together, and we'll let that simmer for about 3 or 4 minutes before we add the chocolate. And I suggest chocolate, the beer, and the vegetables. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'll give it about 4 or 5 minutes. So, okay, we've had this simmering for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, and it's got a nice color. Another secret ingredient, well, it won't be secret anymore, is a bar of chocolate. In a lot of Mexican cooking, they have a mole sauce, and it's a chocolate base, and that's, I don't know how many people put chocolate in, but I do. Okay, while that's melting, we're going to add the vegetables. I have them pre-measured here in bags. So we're going to go with chopped garlic, diced yellow onion, diced celery, and again, that's the Trinity in Cajun food: onions, celery, and peppers. And my peppers, which I have yellow and green peppers. Gonna give it a stir. See that nice steam coming up? Okay. Next, I'm going to add my chili beans and sauce with the sauce. Guess if you don't like beans, you can have it without, and they'll be like Sloppy Joe, chunky Sloppy Joe. This is the kidney beans with the juice. Black beans with the juice. These are very dry, very hardly any juice in them. And black beans again. Now, to get out every last bit of stuff, I'm going to swirl everything in a low water. There we go. And we have the stewed tomatoes, which you got to use whole tomatoes, diced tomatoes. Stewed tomatoes have a little salt, pepper, garlic, and a little sugar. I'm just going to break them up a little bit because they're already cut. I'm going to stir it. The vegetables will release a little juice. If it's too thick, we're going to add a little more beef stock to it. But we're going to cover it and let it simmer about 10 to 15 minutes now, and then we're going to check it, adjust the seasoning, because you always adjust the flavor. And if it's, oh, you think maybe I was saving this to drink. I forgot 1 can of beer. No, I'll put it all in. Nah. Got to sample it before you know, just a little taste there. This is MA beer because I didn't want to get crocked on the show. Oh, now that's starting to look pretty darn nice. Now, if it's too loose, and it tastes good and everything's cooked. Remember, the next day after it sits and the beans break down, it's going to be thicker. So I don't want to put cornstarch in here or flour or anything unless I have to. I'd rather have it a little bit loosey-goosey than like a cement block, not more cement. Okay, we'll check this back in about 10 to 15 minutes. We've got nice steam going, a kind of a rolling boil. The one thing I didn't put in is a good beef base. And I'm going to put in about a half a cup. That was good. The reason why I put in about a half a cup and I stir it and taste it is I can always add more, but I can't take it away. It's like overcooking a steak when they order it medium rare. If it's well done, you got to do it again. And I don't want to do this again. I love cooking, but don't need to do it twice. We're going to stir it up and break the beans up. And we're doing this because the beans are a natural starch and they're going to thicken it up a little bit. The first bowl that comes out is going to be a little bit on the thin side, but tomorrow it'll be nice and thick, but it's still going to taste good. So we're going to let it simmer about another 10 minutes, and then we're going to taste it. Okay, we've let this chili simmer for another about 15 minutes. I took the lid off, let some of the water evaporate. So we're going to give it one more stir, and then we're going to dish it up and garnish it with the 4 Mexican cheese, cilantro, jalapeno, sour cream, and chips on the side. So. Okay, so we got the chili. A little 4 cheese Mexican cheese. I don't put any jalapenos and stuff or giardiniera into it because some people don't like the spice, but a little hot tatatata. A little sour cream. A little cilantro. And there you go, my friends. That's Chef Carl Food Whisperer's chili. Bon appetit, enjoy, it's great, and see you next time.